said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
Yeah. Hit this hole. Who is you? Let's get ourselves together, man. This is a great opportunity.
NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense will take the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus
What you got, Link?
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Alabama will get the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Vincent. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Vincent. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. He'll keep it himself.
Way to make the play.
Let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24.
Whew. Rough week last week, huh, big dog? Showtime right here, though.
And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively.
Turning it off! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Oof, big man. He was not having it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Pocket breaking down.
Hey, defense. Jesus.
And he'll be knocked down at the
It was Alabama for real, huh?
It is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. That's caught.
We tackling him today.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Bringing the heat. Escapes the sack.
Oh, boy, what? Fuck is that quarterback?
Yeah, you just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. Now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
What you doing?
They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Jeez.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short.
I shouldn't have threw that. Drop it. Good job.
This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football. But this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that.
Nigga about to get dominated up front. We can't do nothing with 97. This nigga is a dog.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go.
You're going to go for it, big dog, but still.
Into a disaster.
That's crazy.
It's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using...
Makes the grab past the marker. NC State will pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on it.
Oh, this nigga here is just in the way.
We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Back to pass, it's Jennings.
Oh my God.
Wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it
I
in
am fucking
reverse,
playing
losing
Alabama.
yardage on that
These
play.
niggas about that life.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Finds his target down the middle. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the
Nothing's
ball.
easy this season for me, man.
Absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Nothing. Nothing's easy for me this season.
Here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes that Alabama offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wide receiver going in motion.
Ooh.
Hook up there, incomplete.
Shout out to the CPU helping the brother out right there.
Knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Last incompletion leaves him still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Benson. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it.
No, we're not having. Punt the ball.
Stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep.
Blocking, please.
He's got it.
There we go.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone.
Bro, we can't get rushing yards against this front.
Something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense
There you go.
put them back on their
That's still not enough, though.
You might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The play action fake. Looking for space to the left. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
I thought that boy was about to sit there and swat it, man.
By that defense, just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They send the tight end in motion. The lone back's got it.
Oh, this nigga 97 is a fucking goon.
19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long
Oh,
way
shit.
and really stopping the other team's run game. Just
Oh, nigga said hit it away.
forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short.
What am I thinking? Against this guy. What, blow up this whole fucking line of scrimmage.
Just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel.
Let's locate that guy.
To pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Trip out.
Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the Halloween.
We need to shut out here, man. We got to get our face back. Niggas 0-2 out here, 0-1 conference play. Got drugged last game. Went on the road and dropped one. Lost by 9 first game. In the game, we gave up a touchdown on offense and a fucking safety. Defense only really gave up 14 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say.
What?
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Here's the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good tackle, 6.
Nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is no good. And after the miss...
Niggas missed that shit. I wasn't even paying attention. All right, buddy. That's awesome.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Caught over the middle, it's Dorsey.
6. Let's get it. These niggas can't catch you, man. These niggas can't catch you, man.
SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas A&M is totally getting wrecked today. You bring Johnny Football back here in his prime, and even he wouldn't change the outcome of this one. They're trailing by 25 to Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
On the run, it's Vincent. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Alabama quickly back to the line. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Vincent. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
Oh no, son. Come on. Something told me to switch over to this shit. Fucking up the shutout, man.
This offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Down he goes.
Yeah, after nigga mossed your stupid ass, you get a sack, huh?
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Defense playing a bail technique. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the wideout.
Oh no!
Complete in the middle. The offense quickly calls timeout.
How was it? Did you eat some? Did you eat some?
Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in for that pass.
Y'all whack as hell. Y'all white it along. Tell us some tomato soup.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time.
Oh my goodness.
Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half.
I wouldn't mind a burger right now, huh?
Without singing the praises of this receiver. His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Well, that's a big play.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection.
Oh, the outside.
About here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively.
Run away from this boy.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Ran away from. I ran right to the nigga. Stupid as hell.
Adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defense.
I threw the ball, bro.
That sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Here comes that Alabama offense. Snags it quickly on the left.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks
3 yards,
to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time.
Shit, man.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play.
Man, he could have came through the front door. It's Marcus.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down. And then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Off play action. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Here comes the heat. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Jennings. The screen, he can go. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Here's the handoff. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. They'll run play action. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Got it in the middle. It's not. Touchdown, NC State! And the beatdown has ensued. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella, throw him the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cantrell. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. Now the play fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On fourth down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless. And you know that you're losing possession. You're coming off the field.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got a man, it's Hatchett. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move, he fires. Lost, the defense is wide open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Yeah, that's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, and come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Burgess. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Cantrell. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Boone. There he goes. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Got some room to run. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The handoff, keep working on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Got his man on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side, and he'll be brought down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to do great right here to end the game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That last score sort of like the finishing touch on a great meal as they are oh so close to tasting victory and getting ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.